What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Phil, and who are you?
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Sam.
And we've been doing reaction videos for a little while now, but we haven't gotten to any of Stevie Nicks' solo work.
Yeah, this will be the first one for us of her by herself.
Yeah, that's right. We've done some Fleetwood Mac, and that was our first introduction to Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
We've seen some live performances, done some studio stuff, but we've never done her solo work.
Yeah.
Now we're coming to this today because of a request from Oscar.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the support. First time making a paid request, so thank you so much, Oscar. You looking forward to some more Stevie Nicks?
Yeah, I really enjoyed her. I think her vocal is great. I loved, what was the one where they did the live where she had like very like kind of spooky vibes?
Rhiannon?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
like
great.
that one.
Great song. We did actually the studio version and the live
yeah.
version of that. That was really, really entertaining to see, and it gave her the mystical vibes.
Yeah,
that we were talking
I love
about.
to see that live. That was really cool.
So we're doing Edge of 17 here, which I believe is one of her more popular songs off her most popular album, and it's released in 1981. So I guess we're going to get to look at Stevie Nicks and how she would put together her own.
Yeah, it'd be
of
cool to see like her by herself, right, as not with the influence of the band.
Yeah. So let's find out.
By like a strand in the wind, in the web that is my own, I begin again. I said to my friend, nothing else matters.
Just like the wide-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just like the wide-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. And the days go by like a strand in the wind, in the web that is my own. I begin again. Said to my friend, baby, nothing else mattered. He was no more than a baby then. When he seemed broken hearted, something within him. But the moment that I first laid eyes on you, I'm all alone on the edge of 17. Just like the wide-winged dove sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, just like the wide-winged dove sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Said ooh, baby, ooh, said ooh. Well, I went today, maybe I will go again tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, well, the music there, well, it was hauntingly familiar. When I see you doing what I tried to do for me, with a words on it, poetry, voice on it, fire and a melody, and nothing else mattered. Just like the wide-winged dove sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. Just like the wide-winged dove sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Say ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. The clouds never.
All right, we got our first introduction to Stevie Nicks on her solo aspect, and it's very different than what I was expecting.
Yeah, and I know pieces of this. I don't know from where, but the very intro riff almost, think I could be totally wrong, but I think that's actually sampled in a Destiny's Child song. And then also the chorus I've 100% heard before. I think like in a movie of some sort.
Okay.
I don't know what, and it's also crazy because I remember it, and I remember thinking when I heard it that it sounded weird because I thought they said the one-winged dove, and I remember being like, that's kind of morbid and
winged
yeah.
dove.
But I remember back then because I was half paying attention to it,
Right.
thinking like that sounds kind of morbid and creepy. Meanwhile, that's not even what they were saying. So
No, well, in light of that, it does sound like some of the song is referencing grief or
Yeah.
like that white-winged dove and the idea of the dove being a spiritual concept. So so that's interesting that you feel like you know it from somewhere, but you don't know where specifically.
Definitely a movie. I want to say like some sort of kind of chick flick. What's coming to me, like it's making me think of the movie Center Stage, which is like a ballet movie, but I don't know if that's where it's from or not.
Okay. Well, I do not recognize this at all, and that's because I don't tend to watch the same kinds of movies as Sam does. But anyways, coming back to the song from Stevie, and her rock vocal, quote unquote, is really coming through on this one. Very much grittier than I've heard. A little bit
of like a haunting vibe, kind of, I find.
You feel like this one has a haunting vibe?
The chorus portion of it.
I don't really get that as much on this one. I do think she has a presence that way with her vocal in general.
Yeah.
But I felt like the stuff that we've heard from Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac's wheelhouse has been much more of that haunting essence.
Yeah.
And this is much more gritty, it feels like to me.
Yeah.
So that's what I was surprised to hear. It was, again, I guess, showing the dynamic ability of her to do something that is contrasted in a pretty vast way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you got that riff that you talked about. Cool how they have that kind of switch up as well during the main verse to the chorus section. There's pretty sharp difference. And then not really prominent, but the use of the piano, it sounds like that's just kind of adding a little more drama.
A little bit in the back, kind of.
Maybe playing off that haunting that you were talking about. So it's really cool, though. I'm enjoying, like I said, a different vibe from her and getting to appreciate how talented she really is.
Yeah, and it's cool to kind of see like the creativity come together for something that's just her, right? It's not like the whole band, like her whole band.
Other than the
together.
backing vocals.
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, obviously, but I'm assuming that probably came from her, like the sound and the vibe she wanted to portray in the song, right? And less of like a group effort from the band.
Right. Anything else you want to add before we get back into
I think it sounds great. It's cool. Like I said, I definitely recognize the chorus, but not the rest of it. So it's interesting to see like how that fits into the whole song for sure.
Well, let's see if there's any other big guitar solos or... Because that's been a big theme for Fleetwood Mac, right? Is the guitar work. Because usually, or even the drum work has been pretty standout.
Intricate,
so let's find out.
Oh, it's only fire and melody, and nothing else mattered. Just like the white-winged dove, just sings the songs as she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings the songs as she's singing. Say ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. The clouds never expected when it rains, but the sea changes color, but the sea does not change. Slow with the slow, graceful flow of age, I went forth with an angel desire to breathe on the edge of 17.
A little more haunting for you.
Just like the white-winged dove sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. Well, then suddenly there was no one less.
Stevie Nicks, Edge of 17. Give me some thoughts on the closeout there, Sam.
Yeah, they crushed it. I also really like the backing vocals there. I mean, they were good throughout, but I really like noticed them in the back half. I thought they sounded really good. And like you had mentioned, I feel like she took that kind of haunting sound to even a little bit more, bringing that in a little bit more in the back half.
Yeah, there were definitely sections where it stood out further.
Yeah, and even just kind of the fade out there, like it sounded so good.
Yeah. I was really impressed with this one from Stevie Nicks. I mean,
Yeah, I liked it.
The utmost capturing of a rock song. I feel like that, if you had to describe a rock song from this time period, I'd be like, listen to this.
Yeah.
And I would
They
capture
definitely had
that.
the 80s hair going on too.
Yeah, early 80s though, right? This came out in 1981, so I've probably still have some trends from the 70s
Yeah.
into the 80s there. And but it was, like I said, I think a very unique sound that she came with, like especially from a female vocalist standpoint. Like I can't think of off the top of my head, I'm sure there's many out there, but I can't think of anybody else female wise that was doing something similar to this at that moment. And so that's cool. And she definitely has the capability to do whatever she wants.
Oh
it
yeah, her
feels
vocals
like.
amazing.
I remember you guys were saying in the comments when we first got introduced to Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks, you were really hyping her up a whole lot and saying how good she was. And I think now that we've done a few different songs from the group, but also from her solo catalog, it does, you guys were correct when you said that she's so unique, has such a rare talent, haunting but gritty vocal, so creative and just different than all the other artists that are out there. I really am starting to see that. So I appreciated this a lot from her. It just was not what I was expecting. And now I feel like I'm grown to realize I can't expect anything from her. It's going to be like different every time we hear something.
Yeah, the diversity is there. Even like her imagery, right? Like I feel like pretty much everything else we've seen from her, she's been in a lot of black and a lot of like darker kind of vibes. And she was wearing like white or like a cream basically this whole thing, right? So I feel like even just her image was like completely different in this.
Yeah, I would agree. I think also I would like to listen to this again because I don't know if I picked up the lyrics as much as I would have liked to.
Yeah.
I feel like the back half I was starting to take it in a bit more, but I think sometimes when we do these for the first time, the first half is like overwhelming in some sense.
Because you're trying to listen for the instruments, the vocal, like the quality in the vocal, the range in the vocal, on top of the lyrics, like all of that background elements and how that separated the spacing, all of that, right?
Yeah, and the tone of the song as a whole,
Yeah.
right? And then once you start to get a feel for it a bit better, you can take in some of the lyrics and not have to worry about what's going on musically as well. But I feel like one of the things that made this stand out was the chorus, right? It was interesting how it was catchy and repetitive, but it still felt like there was a lot of depth in the song, and it wasn't like just something that's going to be there to get stuck in your head. It was like a great composition at the same time.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed this one.
Had lots of depth to it. Me too. I liked it a lot. Now I need to go figure out where I know this from.
Maybe you guys can help Sam out with that and drop a comment and let us know.
Yeah.
And if you enjoyed this yourselves, make sure you hit the like button. You got 2 thumbs up from us for this song, for Edge of 17, and all that is thanks to Oscar for the recommendation.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for making that request. We appreciate your support on the channel. We appreciate all your support, guys. When you come through and hit the comments and let us know and give us the information and hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff has really, really been helpful to grow the channel where it is today. And we wouldn't be where we are right now without you. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Oscar. Come back tomorrow when we drop 2 more videos. We'll see you then.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.